Hey guys, and welcome to Tech Feedback. I'm Annie.
And I'm Scott.
And our first question, actually really well, it is a question, pertains to the fact that you're desperately sick right now.
Yeah, Steve Smith wrote in on, I did a video on Tuesday about not being able to resell digital music, and he wrote in saying, why do you sound like your nose is stuffed up? It's because I'm sick. I have a really bad cold. Sorry, I'm sitting next to you right now, but I had to come in and do this weekend video, so the
sacrifices that Scott makes for you guys.
But somebody did actually write about the content of the video. Chronicle 1 asked, was this an idea someone came up with to shoot the music industry in the foot? If my MP3s are worthless, why do I care if I give a copy to everyone I know or just met? I mean, it's totally true. I mean, I feel like it's kind of the music industry once again being behind the times and not with it. So kind of like how what Forgotten One wrote in saying, this just further cements that the old white guys in Congress do not understand the internet or anything technologically advanced. Yes.
True.
I actually think this is going to be overturned in the future, and you are going to be able to resell your digital files. I think it's just the way it's going to be. Progress.
Yeah, well, as more people get into office who actually know what MP3s are.
Yeah, and as cloud storage becomes the norm.
Okay, well, this was actually for our prior feedback episode.
Right.
And Steve wants to know, can Annie speak any foreign languages? And the answer is no.
No?
Well, no, I speak very, very bad Spanish and very bad French.
Oh, I speak very bad Spanish. You saw in the video.
No, your Spanish was, I'm so like self-conscious about it, I won't speak it.
That's all I know.
So.
You saw the extent of my Spanish
Well,
in that
it
video.
was convincing.
All right,
So,
good.
but can you speak any other foreign languages?
Si. No. No, I can't.
Un petit peu.
What? No, I can't speak
That's,
any.
I think, Portuguese or something.
I don't even know. But wait, you're a liar though, because you speak Latin. I've heard you speak Latin.
Only when the new pope gets elected. Is that ever useful?
No. Well, it was useful that day. You were like, I know what they're saying. I speak Latin.
Yeah, I mean, in high school, I decided to take Latin because that was kind of like the slacker language.
The dead language that no one uses anymore. I speak
No,
pig Latin.
It was great for the SATs, you know.
What Latin section do they have on the SATs?
No, it's good for learning vocab.
Oh, the root words. Gotcha. Okay.
Useless though.
Yeah. Abdil Ortiz sent us an email, and he wants to know what your favorite music streaming service is. What is your favorite music streaming service?
I use Spotify, but I should mention I don't use it enough where I've actually purchased the account. I use like the free version.
Yeah, I subscribe to Sirius and have for years, so I don't use like Pandora or anything. I just use that because I'm not big into music. Really big Howard Stern fan, so that's what I use it for. And that's
How much does that cost per month?
I don't know. I got the lifetime subscription for $500.
Oh wow!
So I just paid up front.
I like Sirius.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll get that.
I love it. We got another email from James saying, hey guys, just randomly thought I'd share this with you. Don't even bother asking me why. Haha, love the show, guys. Bye.
Okay, so this is a screenshot we received from a Yahoo Answers question and answer. The question is, just thought we'd like this.
Yeah.
The question is, I hate my sister. We always fight. What do I do? And the answer is, pee in a bottle. Every night when she falls asleep, pour the pee onto her so she thinks she wet the bed. And to paraphrase, do this every night and spread it around at school, etc., you know, making her think that she has a bedwetting problem, drive her insane, and she will eventually go live in a cave out of shame. And the cited source was, I met a hobo once, his brother did the same thing to him. If you don't believe me, go to the old cave in western Pittsburgh, ask for Carl the bedwetter.
Okay.
Just
all right.
I love you guys.
Yeah. Send us more Yahoo Answers screen grabs.
Please do,
for us.
and we'll probably mention them on this episode.
This next one is a video response to the April Fool's Tech Prank Roundup. So take it away, Michael Huffer.
Hello, Scott and Annie. What I would like to know is, when's the last time you got fooled on April Fool's Day? What was the joke and how old were you?
Oh boy. I think the last time I actually got fooled was I was maybe 8 years old, and my mother ate ground up Oreos and said it was dirt. And I was like, ew, gross, but that was the extent of the April Fooly. Because I was always really into jokes and comedy as a kid, so I planned for it for weeks in advance, and I was like, no one's ever gonna get me, and no one ever really did, so it kind of ruined it for me. but I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, I read one the other day that, okay, so I read a lot of blind items, like I like...
Yeah, you and I both do.
Yeah, so we probably read the same sites, but I read a horrible blind item that was about a celebrity couple, and it was just like the most, I won't get too much into it, but it was something terrible. And I was like very scandalized, and then I read the next day that it was an April Fool's joke. So I recently got fooled, but it was in the context of a gossip item.
Right. We had a WTFN episode where we talked about the Hadouken meme. Many people, including Padarian, wrote in saying, number one, that is not a Hadouken from Street Fighter. It's a Kamehame from Dragon Ball. Number two, it's not a meme. It is a contest the Japanese TV station has. They are giving out tickets, including prize giveaways, to the new Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie for the best Dragon Ball Z related fight scenes. All right, we get it. We get it. Thank you for correcting us. Sorry, I
appreciate it.
Sorry we got Hadouken mixed up with Dragon Ball Z.
Next up, Game of Thrones most torrented file ever. We reported that this became by far the most illegally downloaded episode of all time, and the programming president from HBO actually came out and said like he kind of thinks it's a good thing. Hannah Gwen Elite writes, Annie, why would people use Pirate Bay to download a free app? Now in this episode I also pointed out that with the items that's present in the top 10 is this game called Subway Surfers, and it's kind of interesting because it's a free app. It's not like people have to pay for it, and yet it's being it's on Pirate Bay. Now we should point out that it's not being downloaded nearly as much as, for example, any of these other shows that I talked about, but it still has a big presence there. It's like 20,000 people have uploaded or something like that. So I was kind of curious about this too, and I was sort of trying to figure out why, and I couldn't find any direct information about it, but I did notice that this game has an extremely high retention rate, and that's kind of one of the reasons for its success, that it's something like over 60% of people are still playing it 30 days after they download it. And one of their strategies also is that they do a lot of updates. So there's constantly a new version of this game coming out. And perhaps, and people in different countries have different, one of the reasons, for example, why people pirate Game of Thrones is because there's a delay in different countries and everything, so that could be a factor in this, that there's tons of new versions of this game coming out constantly, and so maybe people figure this is the easiest way to distribute it. So
cool.
I don't know, maybe.
I like it. Finally, last week we had our big TFN Easter egg hunt, and we have a winner, and that is Jimmy Wynn, who won the iPad mini with a score of 240 points. Here's a picture of Jimmy with his nephew Cohen.
Congrats, Jimmy!
Yeah, all right, we've also got some iTunes gift cards going to runners-up and a whole bunch of t-shirts. But there were some tough eggs to find in this contest. Like the first time I mentioned Debbie.
A lot of people had trouble with that one.
A lot of people had. Only 5 people got that one. It was from the Ice Cubes That Know When You're Drunk episode. That was the first time I ever mentioned Debbie.
And we should probably not mention her anymore.
We can talk about her all day.
Okay. And another tricky one was 5 people found me jaywalking in the Ingress First Impressions of Gameplay video. That is the only video that I can recall where I'm committing an illegal act.
Yeah.
5 people also found my purple pea reference in the drug side effects diagnosed by the internet episode.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
And only 1 person found my tattoos. I don't have real tattoos. I don't have any tattoos. However, our AP Todd is a master at Photoshop, and he photoshopped a photo of me with some sweet tribal tattoos in the episode, Should X-rated Photoshopping Be Illegal? That's what you did. My head was also photoshopped, I believe, on an iguana, and yours was on a My Little Pony. The master of Photoshop, that Todd.
That was some choice Photoshopping in that episode.
That was some choice Photoshopping. All right, well, that wraps it up for this week. If you have more questions that you want answered on tech feedback or videos, send them in down below. Subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.